Let's get into another one. But yeah, the new Bioshock game. That sounds awesome. Yeah, how long has it been since Bioshock Infinite? Infinite is like, it's not that old at this point, but it's like 5 or 6 years, isn't it? Since Infinite was around. Infinite was like 2012, wasn't it? Was it? Or was it 20? I think it was 2012. Was it 2013? Really?
He said we go.
I guess maybe. I thought it was 12.
Where's he going?
Okay, 13. God, remember how many good games came out in 2013?
He's just
so many good games came out that year. Last of Us, GTA 5, Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and apparently Bioshock Infinite.
Of course.
Yeah.
I've got what I need.
Good year for video games. That 2013 there. Battlefield 4. Debatable if you liked it or not. I really did, but Battlefield 4. And of course, Neck. Don't forget about Neck.
Yeah. You.
Wait.
Good night.
That carcass. What sort of beast was that?
Yeah, it's been long since I've played Bioshock. I haven't played Bioshock 2. I've only played 1 and Infinite. I know there's a collection you can buy on PS4. So that could be something to buy at some point to replay them all.
I can use the tall grass to approach. Okay, let's see. Where can I place my treasure?
It's been the longest time since I've played Bioshock. Like the last time I played Bioshock was probably before the PS4 came out. But I still really enjoyed Infinite. Stick to playing them on PC, fair. It's just I play most of my games on PS4, so. I guess if I have my new PC at that point, when I decide to replay them, I could consider getting them on PC instead, I guess. But I don't know. Depends. I'll probably just buy them where they're cheapest. If it's Steam or PlayStation. Even though I'm pretty sure the answer to that is probably Steam. Steam tends to be cheaper.
There. Well, anyway, you know.
Tears.
Yeah, I did.
Jog! Get down from there! Bad enough you're drunk. Listen carefully. Why do you have to go climbing houses? You'll have to
It's
tell
for the
us
gods.
all along.
Aloy, over here.
I won't let the car get.
You're the. What's
Polly. Oh,
Wait.
No.
Whoa, hey,
Is-
I asked
what up?
when he's not.
I
I
thought.
she got it anyway.
As those you have nurtured take their place.
Start the blessing when all aspirants are in place.
Aloy.
There's Owen. I have some questions for him.
Oh yeah, did you guys hear Sony is gonna do another State of Play tomorrow? Wonder what they're gonna announce or talk about tomorrow.
Oh,
You know,
but
Like the State of Play?
Oh,
Maybe something exciting to show?
It's a great.
I doubt there will be anything about Ghost of Tsushima. That would surprise me.
Outcast coming.
She was behind me.
I imagine Ghost of Tsushima is probably coming out in fall. I think before PS5.
Keep it forward
Early
now.
fall. So they probably wouldn't announce it tomorrow.
Come on now.
There's no way it's coming out in
Stop dragging.
January, February, March, because that's where The Last of Us was supposed to be
Is she crazy?
before it got delayed.
Good. I'm gaining.
So they couldn't just push Ghost of Tsushima forward.
How'd she
And Sony is not gonna release their games too close to each other. Like the exclusives, because that's dumb.
They had a try, but I had the wilds.
That's a good skip.
Too many of them. We can't win.
Don't give up!
Oh no, there's more. They keep coming.
Watch
How
out!
many
There's
are
more of
there?
them!
Just a couple of shots there. What? No. Is that a miss? Okay. That's an okay proving. I'll take it. It should have been a lot better than that, but I missed too many shots. Elkjaer collection is on sale.
They must have found me before I bled out.
Cool.
I'm picking up some.
But yeah, I'm still kind of in the mode where I'm like not really interested in playing anything casually right now.
With the rest of it. Are you saying I was born here?
I'm still in the mode where I just really want to focus on speedrunning right now. Probably not playing anything casually for right now. Because there's still other games I want to play as well.
Why did you bring me here?
I do have a little bit of a backlog at the moment in terms of games. I'll get around to them. It's just right now I'm very motivated for speedrunning, so stick to that for the time being.
Complicated. Please, just follow me.
Gotta take advantage of the motivation.
You said the tribe was on the brink of extinction. What happened?
After the massacre at the proving, a great war was sent after the killers. Less than half.
Gotta make sure there isn't a deal.
How was the
There's a
rest of
deal, I'm not even gonna bother with it. I just wanted to know if I could get it cheap if I wanted to.
it? So the killers got away.
And beg for All Mother's mercy, as though she would not help ourselves.
Then, what's your plan?
This was my plan, to show you where you were born and loose you to follow the destiny All Mother intended for you. The other high matriarchs are waiting for us. You no yet. If any
Nora Faithful, we will soon begin. Purify your hearts. Soon we will make forgiveness. Ah!
We'll all be dead soon. All the outcast approaches. Ignore her.
I need. So,
You, but to,
if you or do
I am.
and I.
I'm definitely the type of person, I don't really get Because I hear a lot of people say, oh, I have so many games and I've never played them. It's like, why do you buy them if you don't play them?
Attack!
If I'm buying a game, I'm playing it immediately.
Watch the Striders! It's driven them mad!
It's down!
There's so many people that say, oh, I just bought so many games, but or I own so many games that I've never played. And I'm just like, what? How? How do you buy something and don't play it? I don't understand how people can do that.
It worked.
But obviously I also don't play that many games. Usually when I get a new game, or I don't play too many games, I would say, compared to others, so maybe that's also the reason.
I should try overriding other kinds of machines. Probably can't ride them all, but I might find a use for them.
The goddess protect.
My whole life, all of it in the embrace. The world just got bigger. But also more dangerous.
Okay, if you have like Humble Bundle and stuff like that, that makes sense. But I hear people, you know, especially PC gamers, I feel like whenever there's like a Steam sale, people buy a ton of games and just never play them. But they were on sale, so I better buy them. Even though I'm not gonna play them, better buy them. Just in case I want to play them.
Is that a corpse next to it? My focus is picking up some kind of signal.
Do you have a 99.9% trophy list? It's pretty awesome. Damn. That's some dedication there too. To be fair, I do own some games I've never played, but that's because of PlayStation Plus. Actually, technically I don't own them right now, because I don't have PS Plus right now. I do have some games I've just gotten from PS Plus. But I've never bought a game. Like, directly bought a game and didn't play it. I don't think I've ever done. Usually when I buy a game, I usually play it immediately after I purchase.
Right. I'm all like.
Yeah, true. But you have a, like, if it wasn't for new games, you would have 100% completion on your trophies list. That's pretty awesome.
If I want to pick up a trail, I'd have to go to the massacre site.
It's nicely done. That's some good dedication. Oh! Yeah, it kinda launched at me. But he was a bit of a stormtrooper and he missed.
Here she is.
Look up. They could know what word it is. Nice. Who's you'll. I'm afraid. I should.
All Assassin's Creed games? Damn. Some of the Assassin's Creed games have pretty tedious trophy lists. I mean, I have the Platinum Trophy from Black Flag, but man, that's one of the Platinum Trophies I regret ever getting. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Platinum Trophy is such a pain. Because you have to be like max rank in the multiplayer, and the multiplayer is so boring. There we go. That's a pretty good shot, shouldn't it? But yeah, I have the platinum for Black Flag. It's just that's one of the ones I regret getting because of having to grind on shitty multiplayer. Same for Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider reboot. I have the platinum in that as well, where you also had to get max rank in the multiplayer, and I was just like, ugh. so tedious. But for some reason I was like, I need the platinum. I got all the single player trophies, I need all the multiplayer trophies. Good thing I don't really give a shit about trophies anymore. Multiplayer trophies are just the worst. I mean, I like multiplayers, it's just some games shouldn't have multiplayers. Let's put it that way. Like Tomb Raider and Assassin's Creed.
Here they come. Corrupted Watchers.
Games should just not have multiplayers. Can't believe he managed to hit me.
Trying to see if the Karja fort will let me pass over the mountains. It's heavy. Well, it's going white.
Yeah. That was back when I had like a 2 or 3 year period where I was just kind of obsessed with trophies.
Sounds like
Or it was like every game I played I really wanted to get all trophies. And that was like a bit of a dark period. When it comes to shitty multiplayer experiences. Very good.
Where you headed, girl?
West to Meridian.
Really solid Karja border. Nice. It's a perfect fort fight as well. God damn it, these soldiers are pushing me out of the way.
the world can learn a sacred land. I need to find Olin and learn everything he knows.
Yeah.
Who the killers were. How
That's how the fort fight should look every time.
Olin is. One who looks like me.
Of course, it doesn't look like that because the enemies don't behave like that all the time, but that's definitely what it looks like when done perfect.
And he will pay for all the lives he's ruined.
Once tried 100%ing this RPG, but never worked out, so tried. Ah! Wow, everything is pushing me now. The Stormbird's gonna hit me. Watch. I should have went around the right side instead of going to the left there. Yeah, I've always been a completionist myself when it came to games. Or when it came to games. Because I never had that many games, so if I wanted to get something out of games, I had to complete them. Starting back with the first game I ever bought myself, which was Spyro the Dragon. It was also the first game I ever completed fully. It's awesome.
Show yourself, you miserable chump. Move along. You have no need to loiter around here. all across the sun.
I'm sorry for the wait, but all goods entering the city are subject to search.
This is outrageous.
What's going on here? Olin's in there, somewhere. And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
The city's locked down on account of the murder.
It's always the merchants.
Not getting through, Outlander.
Hold! Stop in line. The murder. How would
I know.
Hey,
Have you
over
of as you
there.
a lot not me?
We were.
How I
Tark.
the ca-
Pretty. It does.
I need
But
no.
but
I don't
he's not.
I don't remember how I got the money for Spyro the Dragon. All I know is just that it was the first game I ever bought myself, and
Hey,
also
come back.
the first game I ever owned because of that.
so many people here talking at once. What did he
I probably just got the money because I was
now.
so young at the time. I probably just got the money from my mom and
Here we
dad
are. Trying to
at the time. Well, grandparents maybe, I don't know.
Call it a day, girl. You're wasting time.
'Cause me and my brother was gifted the PS1, and then we were took out to shopping to buy some games for it.
looks like Olin kept a journal.
And I got Spyro the Dragon.
I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted. A map. The glyphs show
And the reason why I purchased Spyro the Dragon was because when we bought the we got the PS1, but
There's your
back then when you got a PS1 you would get a demo disc with it.
Don't act. Look, if you
red.
I don't know if you guys remember those, but demo discs was a big thing for PlayStation 1. So we got like a demo disc, and on that demo disc there was a demo for Spyro the Dragon. That's why I wanted to buy the full game. My father won a PlayStation 1 in a shooting game. Nice. Must be a good shot. But yeah, we had a demo disc. I think Spyro the Dragon was one of the games on it, and then I don't remember what else was on it. I remember there was a Spice Girls music video on the demo disc. Because for some reason there was music videos on it as well. Don't ask me why, but it was. I don't know, isn't that like the most popular song? So whenever you hear Spice Girl, that's the first thing that comes to your mind, I guess? I have that with certain artists or bands where it's like they get mentioned and I instantly think of one specific song.
Kill her!
No, you had first.
What? No. Losing so much health there.
I promise.
Good enough, I guess.
I'm not.
Considering
They never.
What do I don't when they
I got hit by the rock, even though I feel like I shouldn't have been hit,
and
but
what I've
I will.
where would
My fault. You're
the game was against me on that one. Yeah, I'm also a bit too young for Spice Girls. Because when Spice Girls was like big, I was like 5. Yeah, I missed rock skip in excavation site. You could say. Because I got it thrown right in my face.
It's Aaron. He's in trouble. What are you doing?
Right.
Tell
No.
her.
No, sir. Shut. Yeah.
Oh.
Come on.
It was like the late 90s, I guess Spice Girls was like the biggest thing on the planet. Alongside Backstreet Boys, I guess. Wasn't that also like late 90s? Like then boy bands and girl bands, so it's just like the biggest things.
Drag marks. Did someone move a body through here?
You feel old now? Yeah.
Why fake an ambush?
Just another day. Uh-oh. What's
Aaron
that?
had to freeze him there.
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
Come on. Can I make a bit more mistakes, thank you? Ah! Yikes. It was terrible.
Look like Vanguard weapons. There's no
Completely butchered the Ravagers there.
Ursa's men didn't fight back. Those rocks.
Again, they came running towards me, but I just
Something hit these
did a
stones.
terrible job of
Something
killing
I've never
them.
seen before.
This time it was not that I froze them slow like it was in the last run. This run it was like
Cut with a knife.
not getting the one-shots because I apparently didn't aim correctly at their eyes.
Looks like I could mount some equipment on that thing. There, by the tripod. A used power cell.
I mean, I don't feel old, it's just... But at the same time, I'm also kind of like... It's really weird that I'm 25, or almost 25. When I think about it. It's like where the hell did the time go? And I'm sure there's somebody watching right now that's like 30 or maybe even 40 that's laughing right now. Like, you have no idea, young one. And to be fair, the thing that makes me feel really old is whenever I see some people I went to school with, and I mentioned this a lot, but seeing people you went to school with start to have kids, that makes you feel really old. And also a bit weird, because it's like, if they have kids already, they early or am I late? Type of mentality. Even though, you know, I mean, it's not that you should have, you know what I mean, but it's like, you still get that thing in your head where you're like, just thinking like that.
Aaron said he found an image of the woman that resembled an ancient device. She's my mother. Whatever the traces of her are, so far from love.
Her name is Elizabeth Sobek.
You.
Oh yeah, also that, seeing like people you have known since they were born starting to become adults. That's also weird.
What do you know about her?
Like my youngest cousin, who's like 14. I think he's 14. But he's not that young. And he's not that old. But it's still weird seeing how big he is now. Or like how grown up he is. Because in my head, I just always associate him with him being the youngest, you know, the one that's it's like, you know, like the youngest. He was always, you know, the tiny one and that, and now he's kind of like grown up and almost as tall as me. Like, weird.
Explosion.
Why are they so close to me? Good enough, I guess.
Hey!
One thing that I don't personally have experienced yet, but I've heard a lot of people mention really sucks, is when you start to notice like your parents becoming old, like really old. That's apparently a terrible feeling. I hear a lot of people talk about that.
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000
all 5 or Vols, depending on how it is. Thanks for follow. I'm assuming it's supposed to be Vols. Glad you're enjoying the stream.
Remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising.
It'll be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. If plants can find a way to hang on up here, so they made the focus. 25,000 people? That's bigger than a tribe. So they made machines and devices.
What do you mean by entirely fake as well?
Those things were common in their world.
Do you mean it, like, because you don't think of her as an adult, she can't be doing that, I guess? Yeah, can't be real.
Snow's easing.
Oops.
Shake the numbness out.
She's 8, not 21, true. I have the same thing with my little sister. It's like, how are you 21? Really weird to think about. Hell are you 21? I don't believe it. I know it's real, but I don't believe it.
The way up. All it takes is a few good handholds. All right, made it.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy ICE privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Elizabeth, good to, It's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your daddy confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So, spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
You're killing robots?
Peacekeepers, yes.
I think I'm gonna save time here. I forgot to look at the small segment timer when I started the hologram. That's usually how I tell how well I'm doing on these kind of splits.
It's worse than that.
But like, I had a good fight, and like, I had a really good skip and then a very good fight, so good save time. Pretty sure I'm saving time.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
It's a glitch.
Yeah.
It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware.
What's up, Crody?
Bad?
Jesus, Les.
It's not bad.
Mr. McCrory.
You built a line of killer robots.
Peacekeepers.
That consume biomass.
Thanks for the good luck, buddy.
Fuel.
How are you doing?
And you made them
Have you been
capable of
running some Crash?
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it
But yeah, just a reminder, because Crody just posted it. I'm gonna run this category on Sunday in the Shots Fired Marathon.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's...
It's 11 p.m. for like Central Europe. So it's gonna be pretty early or really late at night for Americans. But, oh well.
Keep working it, and whatever you recommend.
Depending on what, if you're an A or B person, I guess. It's either early in the morning or late at night. If you're American. And it's probably a pretty solid time slot if you're Australian. Or Asian.
Threatened all life on Earth.
You've been memeing on Crash?
How she defeated them.
As you do.
The world of the old ones fell, but life went on.
You'll watch? Nice. And also check out the schedule. There's actually some pretty interesting runs there. In the schedule. Could be a fun marathon. Because it's just always fun to do marathon runs. Always nice showing off the run to new people. But there's lots of PlayStation games, because I know a lot of people that watch me. Obviously fans of PlayStations. There's some Uncharted runs, and I think Killzone is even on the schedule. But yeah, there's plenty of interesting games, so check out the schedule. I'm sure there's other games you would be interested in watching. Other than Horizon. But it's a marathon based on like shooter games, so most of them are shooters in some way, shape, or form. 11 a.m. That's kind of perfect. Yeah, it's a solid spot. It's a bit early, but you know, it's fine. I'll take it.
Everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to.
And when you look at the schedule, the times update to whatever time zone you're in case somebody's looking at the schedule right now.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a great marathon. I forgot if, I think there's something you can donate to, but I forgot what it is. I should look into that after the stream. Because I know I had to submit a donation incentive, but I forgot what the money goes towards. I'll look into that after the stream. Still lost half a second. What the fuck? Maybe I'm underestimating how good those fights are. Shadow? Or you mean Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Yeah, I think that's on the schedule. Yeah, it's really nice for schedules like that. What's it called? The Horror schedule thing? Yeah, it's nice it updates time zones. To be fair, it should do that for all schedules. When you're organizing an international event. Even though, from what I've heard for some people that are like into programming stuff, apparently programming stuff to work in different time zones is pretty hard. I don't know why, but I've heard people say that. But I think a lot of it also has to do with like summertime and stuff like that. Kind of messes up programming when it comes to time zones.
Looks like Sona and her braves headed for that ridge.
Pokemon Snap, yeah. I guess Pokemon Snap kind of counts as a shooter in a weird way. I mean, they allowed it on the schedule, so I guess they count it as a shooter. I don't know if Pokemon Snap is a good speedrun, but oh well. Don't think I've ever watched a speedrun of ever watched the speedrun of Pokemon Snap. But I imagine it's probably a fine speedrun.
I know of them.
Without knowing anything about it. It's guessing. No. Ah, that watcher there. It was really good. It was just that one watcher had to go out of its way like that.
Over the past month, accidental blaze explosions have killed a dozen men.
I'll take it though. I'll take
Here in the
it.
ring of metal, I've taken the precaution of placing our entire stockpile in a covered shelter, safe from stray sparks and lightning. And I've posted guards to control access.
You'll never what?
I urge you to take similar measures.
I mean,
or suffer the consequences.
Pokemon Snap, I mean, it kind of is a shooter, right? I mean, you're not shooting anyone, but technically you are shooting. You're shooting film, I guess, but I mean, you could make an argument that it is a shooter, so I guess that's why it's on the marathon. I guess you could debate that to an extent, whether it is a shooter or not. Because obviously you can have a shooter without killing anyone. I mean, Portal is a shooter. You don't kill anyone in Portal. Except for the computer, what's she called again? The villain in Portal. Forgot her name. God, I forgot the name. It's on my tongue. Shit. What's the name of the evil computer? Yeah. I
gotta find a way to override more machines.
Why can I not think of the name? Can they do a Metroid Pride run? Maybe? I don't know. GLaDOS, thank you. GLaDOS. Yeah, GLaDOS. I just couldn't remember it. One of those moments where you know the word, you just can't think of it. Or it's like... Or you should know it, but you just can't remember it. I mean, you could also debate whether or not Horizon is a shooter, but I mean, they allow it in the marathon. I don't know what their standards are and if they have rejected games for not being a shooter. The guys that are organizing the Shots Fired marathon, but if Horizon counts, I guess Metroid Prime counts as well. I guess maybe somebody just didn't submit it, I guess. Because the game still has to be submitted, otherwise it's not getting in, obviously.
And now...
I mean, it's up to the guys that are organizing the marathon to define what a shooter is for them, you know, but obviously there are some games on the schedule where, like Pokemon Snap, where you can debate whether or not it's a shooter. But I mean, they allowed it, so I guess it's fine. Because obviously people wouldn't necessarily call Horizon a shooter, but definitely has shooting elements with bow and arrow. Perfect third camp there. First camp could have been better, but second and third camp were really good. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like them just having a broad take, because you could... It seems like they just have the argument of, well, if you can kind of define it as a shooter, it's a shooter.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon Snap, right? You could make an argument for that being a shooter.
Go now.
So yeah, maybe that's why they take it, you know? I'm sure they probably have rejected some games where it's like, okay, this is definitely not a shooter.
You do have a plan,
But,
right?
I don't know. Not that familiar with the marathon, but sure they have rejected games.
I do, but how would you know?
For not being shooter-y enough.
Patience, Varl. You'll know soon enough.
True. Only cut on Wolfenstein. Yeah. So it's kind of nice they're a bit more loose with their definitions. So it's not just, you know, FPS games. Like cut. Similar. Because yeah, that could be a bit dull, but... But you know, there are speedrunning marathons out there that only have one type of game. I know there's a big speedrun marathon for only JRPGs. Or, it's not big, but kinda big. Marathon that only allows JRPGs. And watching only JRPG speedruns definitely be a bit stale. Oh my god, that was close. Oh my god, that was fast. That was a really good ring of metal. Not a gold, but that was really solid. Oh yeah, like the Spyro Fun. But the Spyro Fun was just Spyro games. You know, JRPG is like not just Final Fantasy. There's probably a lot of Final Fantasy, but not just that. But obviously, if you make a marathon just for one franchise, it's gonna be a lot of similar games. But you know what I mean. I was also, like half a year ago, I think it was in April last year, or this year, sorry, April this year, I think I was invited to do a run for something, I forgot the name, but it was a marathon for only ARPGs, or action RPGs. Or like action-based RPG games, I guess. I don't know. Because ARPGs are kind of Diablo type games, but you know what I mean. Like Horizon type games. I couldn't go to it, but there was a marathon for that as well. Spyro is nice, yeah. Yeah, Spyro was nice because, you know, it's cool to have a community event like that for franchise. And there was still plenty of different runs because there's so many Spyro games. It was interesting. I didn't watch that much of it, but it was interesting watching like the Game Boy games of Spyro speedruns. Because those are games you don't see that often. And like the Game Boy games for Spyro are probably like the best Spyro games that weren't Insomniac games. What the fuck? I did not think he was gonna hit me. Okay. Yeah, I saved 25 seconds because of my PB had a terrible ring of metal. That's like the biggest time save I have in the run is ring of metal. It's either that or Durable, but Durable I need play skip to get all my time saves, so not really the same.
Not quick enough.
Yeah, the only reason why, now that I think back on it, the only reason why that ring of metal wasn't a goal was because I missed the arrow on the place at the beginning.
They're inside too.
If I'd hit that first try, it probably would have been a goal.
Must have been where the soldier was this place. Furnishings were metal. How'd they ever get comfortable? There's the metal wall. Haven't seen one of these since I was a little kid. There must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. 3 power lines, 3 sources. That makes 1. That's 2. One more. Okay, that did it. Sounds like that did it. Toys being used. No voices. No clues. Must be another way. What is this?
It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world.
Some kind of power cell. I wonder what it's for.
Perfect.
Did it. I saw the soldiers long ago. I had to fight hundreds of those all at once.
Probably still losing time because of that Ravager knocking me off on the way here. Still, very good.
Thank you, Dr. Silva.
Alright. This run has really good potential. Probably the best pace I've been on since my last PB. This should be a sub 1 hour on Gravehorde, which is really nice. Need to do that more often.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one. Show them where the trigger is. And point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for.
Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn.
Roll
A
credits.
top-secret super weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of alpha and beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off.
I've been watching a few.
What is that? What is...
But I feel like that has become kind of a meme outside of CinemaSins, because I hear a lot of people say that.
What was Zero?
CinemaSins can be kind of funny. I haven't watched it in a while, though. Time Lost there was mainly the Ravager. Not getting me off. But still, sub 1 hour on Gravehorde. That's awesome. And we have green splits going into the second half, which is also nice. Let's keep it up. Still got another half of the run left.
agree.
What do you...
He's in fault.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each is coming to ask a favor. Unpleasant, but that's common.
Yeah, there's still so much left to go. Good run, but still a lot of hurdles left.
Too late.
It's probably the longest loading screens. For some reason, not sure why, but loading screens are longer depending on how far you fast travel. I guess it kind of makes sense because you load. The further you go away, the more things need to get loaded in.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what he
I think that's the longest fast travel we do in the run is from Gravehorde to Meridian. That's why that loading screen is really long. Just imagine if I didn't have an SSD. That load would be very long. No SSD for my PS4? It's not really necessary unless you're speedrunning or you really dislike loading screens and have the money to buy one. Then you could get one, but I don't know. I mean, I have one, but because back when I bought my SSD, we didn't do leaderboards by load this time. But that got changed after I got my SSD, but I probably would still have gotten an SSD because it's a very nice quality of life improvement, especially when you're speedrunning. I don't know, I feel like maybe it's, I don't know. You could get an SSD if you wanted to, it's just, I don't know, if you only play games casually, I don't really see it being that necessary. Especially if the PS5 is, again, if the PS5 is backwards compatible with PS4 games, then, and what they are saying about the loads are true, then really, I don't know. Yeah, I really hope it's true what they say about loading screens, that would be awesome. What I want from the PS5, I don't really care about graphics being that much better. Other than, hopefully, every game is minimum 60 FPS. Like, the game shouldn't be allowed on the platform if not 60 type of deal.
Let's see you catch us.
Like, that's the only graphical thing I want from a PS5. But the main things I want from the PS5 is just quality of life improvement, like shorter loading screens and games booting up faster and, you know, those things. It's like the main things I feel like that would help a lot with PS5. The ability to create even more advanced AI in games and stuff like that.
No? Fitting name you got there. Alright, what now?
Wait, that's what?
Gonna be tight. Colorful machines. Trillion
Held in reserve. You'll have to get past them. But that way, I didn't say it.
What? No. Ah. Bad. Terrible skip.
Everything here is wrong. Just get to the module. Keep running!
Slipped that time.
What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap? Are you kidding me? Almost there. Are you kidding me?
Run, don't fight!
What? Got it. Almost out of it.
The whole base is on high alert.
Yeah, I noticed.
Keep moving or you'll die. All clips ahead.
Bridge in sight.
That's the way out.
I know.
Right. Oh yeah, the tall neck thing in Death Stranding.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's Summer Palace. A bulwark of cards your might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
The Sun. Proud tradition. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment.
If you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
Even if it means having to listen to the
balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. No. It's very important.
Let's hope the practice I did earlier is gonna pay off here.
I've shown you the way in, but this
and I'm gonna nail the skip.
Point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped.
A lot of the guys from Guerrilla Games, like I think 70 people from Guerrilla also worked on Death Stranding to help with the engine.
Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Maybe not 70, but quite a lot of people from Guerrilla actually helped making Death Stranding.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you?
Please take a seat and wait for your name. Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important...
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD-01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
To be fair, it probably also was part of the deal that he made with Sony. To get funding for his game, he probably had to use like one of Sony's engines, and he went with Decima.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents. I can pass them, undetected.
Spread out!
Data points.
If it moves, kill it!
What is this?
Yeah, I'm sure they learned a lot from each other.
So, the whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine.
intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do, don't die
Shit.
now.
No. What? Oh my god. Ah! Messed up the first shot and then I kind of panicked a little bit on those other shots. Whatever. Focus again.
Now let's get that door open.
I didn't practice the shooting there, I practiced the skip.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Let's just nail the skip, shall we?
You will perish.
Nice. Okay, practice paid off for the skip. Good. This was not a good start on besides getting the skip like that. Oh my... Wow, I'm messing up everything but the skip. It's not what I intended.
Elizabeth said a new generation of humans
Ah.
spawn inside such places.
Typical. I get the skip, but then I mess up everything else. Because of course. It's a little green though. Barely. Man.
I can at least do with that. You can ever.
It does. You've gone.
You and
Then.
After I will soon in your friend.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use the strength against it. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down.
Nice. Let's get a good kill here. If I kill him fast, I can save a good amount of time. Just gotta nail the fast kill. Let's hope he doesn't run away. I just need him to stand still in front of me and not run to either side.
Hey! Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dummy target. Come and get it!
Ah, damn you. Okay, that should still be fast enough. Okay, it was. Little saving time. Good. Good, 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 good. Still managed to hit the first cycle there. So the thing is with that fight, because the way it works, when you kill him, the cutscene will start on a specific cycle depending on the music. So you just have to kill him fast enough to hit the fastest cycle there. So it doesn't technically matter how fast you do it, you just have to do it fast enough. To, before the cycle ends. Or before, yeah, before the cycle ends. But that's why in the Sun Ring you'll either be equal to your gold or lose 10 seconds. Because the cycle is... The music cycle is kind of 10 seconds. Or around 10 seconds. Because the cutscene starts depending on the music. It's interesting. If you know a lot about speedrunning, I usually say it's kind of like the frame rule in Super Mario Brothers. if you know about that. And Shirin, thanks for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the stream. If you have heard about the frame rule in Super Mario Bros. Speedruns, then it's kind of the same thing in a way. Like, it doesn't matter how fast you do it, you just have to make it before the cycle ends. Thunderjaws in my way. Oh my god, the fucking hitbox. Okay, fast Thunderjaw kill, but completely ruined by the Thunderjaw being in the way.
Aloy did it. We only helped. I thought we would die.
Still good. Like, probably just means I don't save anytime. Thanks for the good luck. It's like the Thunderjaw the corpse of the Thunderjaw just happened to land in a spot where it kind of separated me from the Eclipse soldiers. And then the hitbox was kind of a little off there. I tried to shoot those last 3 guys.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped. Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized.
Of course they hated it.
Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum.
So, what was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
Why not?
Priority control access. Identiscan malfunction rectified. Elysium-9. Route 1 access unsealed.
To be interesting.
Taking a bit of time.
Just as All Mother struck down the middle, her and
I'm actually losing a good amount of time.
She will destroy the corruption that still spreads through the world.
Still green. Still green. Oh. Now we got a minute to play with. For 156. Green is green, true. Only thing that matters is that the last split is green in the end. Exactly 10 seconds. Yeah. 10 seconds on the dot. Time to try the new strat here. New Borderland strat. Hope it goes well. Good thing about the new strat is the backup. It's a lot easier to pull off, should it fail. Ooh. Scary. Ah, don't.
I'm not far from Pitchcliff. Murad's set to look for his agent in the town's marketplace. Pitchcliff isn't far. Murad's agent is waiting in the town marketplace. Murad's agent should be at the marketplace by now.
Hope I can nail the strat. It's the first time I'm gonna be doing it on a run, so hope it goes well.
Oh, great.
Shit. Where is he?
Keep going.
Yeah, I didn't see that guy was out of the way, but shit. Still fine if it wasn't for that guy.
Ursa must be in there. We have to get through.
Dang it. Not green. Yeah, the strat didn't go that well, but like the backup is a lot safer, even when that happens. That's the good thing about doing the strat like that. Is should that happen, the backup doesn't lose that much time. So the main time loss there was actually just that one guy that I didn't see that was hiding behind the long leg there. Had I spotted him and killed him, would have went a lot better. Time-wise. But yeah, I got spotted pretty early there, so I think it was because I started the shooting a bit too early. So still need to practice it a bit more, but well. But like I said, the backups is a lot. The backup for that is a lot easier. It's a good thing. Stop jumping over. So now he's gonna catch up to me and hit me. Yep. Dang it.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the way.
More corrupted.
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new? I'm hungry. Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to the grave.
Stop. This run is slowly dying right now. Yeah, this is really bad. Mount didn't even catch up. The other mount got killed. Complete trash.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly
Like we're gonna rely on having a really good derval again.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
That these last 3 splits are going terrible.
This is exactly the kind of place.
But we not the key. Yeah, every.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized.
Mind your footing.
I'm trying. Okay? You don't get good on one day. It takes many, many days. Get good.
Glad that's over. This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days.
This is Charles Ross.
Years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Really fast. Even though it doesn't matter, I'm still a really fast way to do the skip.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was no...
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance
The Alphas
overridden.
were in there.
What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no. Alpha personnel.
Kinda sucks, these last 3 splits. I'm probably gonna be behind by like 10 seconds after this. Or to guess. So, need to play really well in the end game. But wouldn't be the first time I've clutched it out in the end game. We'll see how it goes. Also gonna go for P while the hologram plays her.
That's... She doesn't... If it...
What?
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no. Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say.
Alright, I'm going to the bathroom. Be right back.
This isn't easy. See, please. Stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Phantom atmosphere.
Alright, I'm back.
Like
The world not a
try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity. For our but so the truth I help because when I know with yeah.
So
I'm taking
that oh.
Wow, I lost way more time than I thought. This is gonna be tough. See how it goes. Be so nice if I can get a blaze skip here. See? I have to play really well for the rest of the game here.
Under the noonday sun. Words to live by.
And to take over my brother.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let him. I'm glad she will tell him.
I'll let only.
If I'll
meet.
Eric, take it ours. Hey, look, when we but now you would. Is it fine? We will.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
No! Come on! In the first part?
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun.
I literally have to play really well.
Flames.
56 is probably dead now, but
like
PB can still happen.
Very strong.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably get to fire and set up a bucket line. I'm not choosy.
What happened? I haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa.
Are we on the tracks lead inside? Another one of Dervahl. This must be where Dervahl is sent. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Wish I could beat.
Fight or run.
Those majestic, murderous flinthawks.
No. Just not good enough. Trigger, thank you so much for the host.
Nope, now trying to. No.
Hope you had a good stream. What are you up to? It's my favorite speedrun. Well, thank you. Since when did I become your favorite?
Hey, look, please.
Heal within. It will weak.
I'm trying.
Marie.
Perhaps. Yes.
And
Now.
I don't.
Yeah, man. Have to play perfectly here. I want a PB. Can get a small PB still. So it's exciting.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, word, but exact so other.
That's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to seeing a deathmatch run once routing is complete. If it turns out to be viable. So, a lot of testing left, I assume.
Feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Why are you so pissed off today? No idea. I'm angry today. What is it that glitch does again? I forgot.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not wood smoke.
And what is it?
Stag attack damage, definitely. Oh, okay.
The end.
Yeah, that seems like it would help a lot. Alright, I literally only have like 11 seconds or something, 11 or 12 seconds to play with, so these last 3 splits have to be downright perfect.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
Here's his way to take back what he said. I'm sure whatever he said wasn't that bad. And you're just blowing it out of proportion. I don't know. Just guessing. I don't know what he said. But I can't imagine it being that bad. Trigger is just a sweet, innocent boy. And he's so young, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns.
He will cut you
Alright,
down!
here we go.
Not this time!
You have fixed me all.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
No!
It's giving way!
What? You fucking trash, dude.
The one who will take you down.
Can't believe it. Yeah, PB's dead now. Oh, why did he move his head like that? That is unbelievable. Okay, I'll finish the run. Might as well.
Where do you need me?
Ah. I hate when it's Helis that gets to decide a PB. I feel like it should be Red's defense, but Helis just fucks it out, I guess.
Gotta get to another plateau.
Oh, that cheeky missile there at the back.
Incoming. Gotta drop it and move. Chance to catch a breath and prepare. Time to go.
No! Glinthogs are just the worst thing in fucking existence, man. Beautiful. Oh my god, let's go. Holy fuck. That's the best Ritz defense I've ever done. Okay, I might actually still PB. Yeah, this is such a big goal. Holy fuck. Besides the Glinthogs, that was fucking insane. Alright, 156 is possible again. Let's go. Perfect Hades, and this is still a 156. I don't know what just happened, but... Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, that came out of nowhere. Let's go, just full focus here on the last split. And this could be 56.
Aloy! Aloy! By all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they?
No, wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, taking that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
That Ritz defense was so sick, dude. Holy shit. Ah, no, you fucking... Ah. Fuck you! And everything you fucking stand for, you stupid long leg. Of course. Of course he would hit me and knock me completely backwards as well.
If Hades is still the second, they must have gotten through the defenses.
Ah, whatever. The fact that this probably still PBs is crazy.
Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Hey, look, you thought?
No,
We're back. Right.
I should stock up. Last chance.
System threat imminent.
Ah, let's go. Not 56, but man, that was fucking clutch. Ah, let's go. What a fucking clutch ridge defense, man. Ah, let's go. How the fuck did I turn that around? Oh, I had to pull out the best ridge defense ever. I had to pull that out of my ass, I guess. Holy hell. It's not a big PB, but man, I'm so happy I clutched that. Holy shit. Wow. How the hell did I turn that around? That's crazy. Oh, that felt so good, man. Like, I had, like, all Mother, Borderlands, Gaia Prime, those 3 splits were bad, then Derval was fine, and then Healers was terrible, and then with all those 4 bad splits there, or 3 bad splits there, oh wait, 4 bad splits, I can't count. 4 bad splits there, and then Ridge Defense turns it around like that. Holy shit. 156 Nate's run, hopefully. Oh my god, that Ridge Defense is gonna be painful to go against. Oh no. Oh no. It's gonna be a scary split to go against at the end. God, the potential for this category just keeps improving. I don't get it. How do I keep getting better at this game? I don't fucking understand. I keep getting these massive time saves out of nowhere sometimes. It's just like, I don't get where they're coming from. Like, what the hell? Never in my life have I thought I could get a Ridge Defense that good, and then it just happens. It's... I don't... How? That just doesn't happen, but I keep getting better, I guess. Like, what the fuck? Thanks for GG's, everyone. A lot of people here at the end. Sorta getting good, yeah. Only the gods know, yeah. I don't know what deity I apparently have pleased. But
Okay,
whoever out there is listening, thank you, I guess.
Where was I?
You were telling a story.
I'll buy you a beer if I see you.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying...
Oh, man.
It was a children's
Nice.
electronics kit, but I hacked the
That's
wire
actually 2 world records in a row now that I think about it.
so the grass caught fire.
Or 2 days, 2 world records. Because yesterday I world recorded 100%. No. World record on this. To be fair, the one yesterday was
My mother was home,
kind of free because of the rule change, but
and after
still, I'll take it.
and showed me the dead baby birds.
Obviously, the grind continues for 156. And I still have a marathon this Sunday, so
I'm not sure.
I'm still gonna do more of these runs.
Remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands
And also, kind of at the same time, at this point, I'm also thinking, even if I get a 56,
she said I had to care.
seems like I should just keep going. Like,
Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't.
Like, look at my summer best. It's like a 153.24. Like,
to serve life, not death.
when I look at that summer best, it just screams that 156.
You often tell stories
Like,
of your mother.
it's good, but
you are childless.
seems like I should just keep going.
I never had time.
Yeah.
Guess it was for the best.
But it's gonna be exciting. I mean, really looking forward to the marathon on Sunday. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Also on Sunday, which I forgot, you know.
I would have wanted her.
Also on Sunday, the schedule for ESA Winter comes out, so we might know if I'm gonna be running at Winter
Unstoppable.
this Sunday. as well.
But with enough compassion.
Yeah, the 155, like, that's...
Heal the world.
Like, when I get the 156, it seems like I should just keep going for 55. Might as well, you know, keep riding the momentum.
Anyway, that's all I've got for now.
Man. Ah, it feels good. Another one in the books. But the grind continues.
I'll catch you tomorrow.
The grind certainly continues.